On to more entertaining comment. Just find some cute art to look at, man. Get away from the crazies. Cool guys talking, and instead of watch, all you have to do is say COVID, and they come out of nowhere. That's. I'm sad I missed that one. That one sounds funny. That one sounds like a pretty good one. I am disappointed I missed that one. But even I can't see all the memes. I try. God knows I try. But yeah, there's some good memes out there for just about anything you want. And then there are some really terrible ones out there, typically made by the left. Yeah, being libertarian or memes of liberty, those are both good. Good feeds. You hate big waves? Is my background making you seasick? No? Okay. Yeah, it took me forever to find one that looped well. Well, for obvious reasons, they don't bother me. But it's okay. These won't come and get you. I promise. But since we are talking about being scared, and I still do have other stuff to talk about, my next thing, and I should have set this up to be ready for it, but I didn't. That's okay. I can fix it. Yeah, those are some fun images. That, open that. Did I want to do it that way? All right, Oompa, thank you for being here. Have sweet dreams. We're going to go ahead and, we're going to slightly talk about what you saw. Well, no, we're going to talk about what you saw there, and I'll do the other thing while we're talking about it. So while I'm talking about it, come on. Fine, don't cooperate with me, you son of a bitch. There. So, I don't know how many of y'all know who Bloober team is, but they've done Layers of Fear 2. They did the Blair Witch Project and a few others. They're talking the rumor. This isn't confirmed as far as I've seen yet. There's a lot of people talking that it's potentially true that they're going to use Bloober Team to revitalize the Silent Hill franchise. Now, I'm not sure. Part of the reason I'm not sure this is true is because I've also seen and heard some rumors involving Sony, Konami, and Hideo Kojima actually coming to an agreement on it. But considering how negative Kojima and Konami's relationship is, I could see where this has potentials to be true as well. Not to mention there was the whole blue box idea a few weeks ago after E3. Despite the fact that Blue Box itself has adamantly denied that they're in any way connected to Kojima or Silent Hill. Either way, you just can't be sure. So Bloober Team did this year The Medium, which is, I think, a very good game. I played through it myself. It was very short. It's a horror exploration game. It involves a rather new concept of split screening, and let me just pull up an example of that since I meant to pull my own gameplay, but I don't have it anymore. And I just want to see if I can get a good picture of. There we go. I didn't want the link. I clicked the wrong thing. don't want to steal the image. I just want to show the image. There we go. So a lot of the game involves this, as you see, split screen idea, which it isn't the same or the first game to use a split screen or a multiple dimensions concept, but they are the first one I've personally played, in which you play through them both at the same time. You exist in both at the same time on the same screen, and of course, what you do in one obviously affects the other. Um, Now, like I said, I'm not 100%. There's a lot of talk out there that says they are the first ones to do it like this. Something in the back of my mind nags me about that I think there might have been something else kind of like it. It was, however, unique enough that they were able to copyright it, which in and of itself is interesting to me. So outside of that mechanic, the story and the lore that they used to build the story is pretty good. It's set in Poland. Uh, you run into a lot of World War II mentions. It was very not nice to the Soviets, which always tickles my little heart. And overall, it's just a really good puzzle game with some really difficult moments that were hard for me to solve, but I still enjoyed immensely. The only thing I found to be disappointing was they had a few kind of chase scenes that, when they happened, didn't really seem to fit the rest of the game, and they didn't fall into place until the very end, where you really understand why they're happening and what's going on. Uh, the other thing that bothered me about it is I hate cliffhanger endings, especially when I don't know if there's going to be a sequel. And the way they left it off was just totally not fair, in my opinion, because I want to know what happened. I want that finality of knowing what happened. I played through the game. I enjoyed it. It was a little too short. But in my opinion, a good game almost always feels too short because you don't want it to end. But yeah, I mean, it could have been longer and they could have done a few more things, but it was a good game. I would say, for me, a 3.5, not something I'm going to go back and replay, but I'm not very much a replayer anyway. But something worth playing, especially if you're a fan of that kind of horror puzzle solving thing. So I am in some way excited to see what they will do with, if they have Silent Hill, what they plan to do about it or do with it. They have three projects that coming up. One is H2O, which I guess this thing doesn't make sense to me. The first project paragraph here, because I played Layers of Fear 2, but if it's a code name, does that mean? Anyway, I don't know why they're talking about if it's already done and done 2 years ago, because this is actually from the 4th of July. So the fact that they're talking about something in regards to new projects, the Project Black, which is a first-person title with a medieval theme, with the exploration part they were really good at. I'll be interested to see how they do combat because I haven't played a game with them that has combat in it yet, and I think that'll be exciting. And then there's Doom Spiro, which none of these sound like Silent Hill to me. So I don't know. The fact that they're jumping to this idea that they're doing Silent Hill just doesn't quite make sense to me. They're saying that that they think that the Black would be the most potential Silent Hill type, and I could kind of actually see them doing it in this World War II thing, which honestly doesn't quite make sense either. But in the end, there's no way for us to particularly know. This thing turned off, which is annoying because I need it open. So overall, it's I don't know. I don't know if that's what they're doing or not. It's still a mystery. I hope that Kojima is getting a hold of it and being able to do it again, because let's face it, he has a certain touch that others don't, and it'd just be nice to see him finish, or well, get to finish what he started with PT and all that. But we'll know when we know at this rate.